Hello there everyone and welcome back to more Open XCom. We had a very dramatic end to our last mission and I'm hoping to get some good success here to help offset how disastrous the last 3 turns basically of that mission. Excuse me there, as my throat decides to get irritated on me. We are going to try and deal with this outworldly invaders, which apparently is the Genestealer cult this time around. Which, considering my previous experience with them, that should be very effective and a pretty simple mission in theory, because I had a really good time with the last few attempts we had against them. Mostly because it seems like a lot of their weapons aren't really... Oop, hold that thought. We have an insertionist, and sadly you're in the way. Can I actually take a shot? 27? I can't take a shot. Was it a hit? Okay, hit. Can we kill? Is there a way we could kill you? Or knowing my luck, the chain fence is gonna get blocked away, isn't it? Although at the same time, we can fix this. Maybe? Don't cause friendly fire, please. Okay, that was a miss. Wow. I want to turn around and make sure there's nothing behind me first. Oh, it's only 5 turn use. Wow. What are you made of? Okay, that's what I was afraid of. That there was something behind me. Thankfully, it's only a melee unit, so not all that terrifying yet. At least it gives us our protection where we don't have to worry about, hopefully, this thing getting one shot. I seriously doubt that's the case, because there could always be someone hiding around here. Which is why I want to check this quickly to be sure. Otherwise, you will have enough turn use to shoot anything that comes from the right. Okay, more loyalists, so they're likely to die in preserving my heavy bolter. I will happily accept that. Now it's just an honest question, what do I do with the rest of these guardsmen? Since I don't quite know where to expect them, and we can't really get a good shot on you, can we? Nope, not even worth it. I'm half contemplating just staying in the Chimera until we get a better idea where everyone's at.
Don't worry, I'm on my way.
At least here, the medic should be safe from everything but whoever tries to melee him. And there's our heavy bolter.
Target identified.
And apparently you can't shoot at all. We're gonna have to see what happens when we have you hunker down, if you can actually do damage or not. Let's see, you do have a tripod. I am eager to see if that actually has promise, although you're probably the worst candidate for it, are you? What on earth is your accuracy like? 50? It's not terrible, but I think it's the strength that's gonna hurt me the most, honestly. Flamethrower, Lucius pattern las gun. We'll just keep you there. Are you you're my stormtrooper? Yeah, you are. So you get on the front lines and get ready to push on out. And otherwise, I don't think I want to move with anyone else yet. And what do you have again? Oh, you have the rocket launcher. We gave the fanatic a rocket launcher. This may be the most stupid or brilliant idea I've come up with. I worry what's going to happen. And I wish I knew what your fanaticism did. If I'm completely honest, I don't know if it's like the same thing as Inspire. Well, actually, the Commissar actually gets people in line by killing a fellow friendly member, if I recall correctly. I just think it takes a turn before it actually takes effect, though. And otherwise, I think we'll leave it at that. Everyone else will start to come out later. Okay, melee attacks, without a doubt. That was a Weber, which shouldn't be too terrifying. I just hope there's... I just don't know what to expect. Oh, are you gonna melee me? Well, he's dead now. Uh-oh. I'm hoping I was a friendly. I'm really hoping I was a friendly who just shot that rocket launcher and failed. In fact, I take that back. Let me hope that was one of the enemies, because that means they have terrible accuracy and they will not possibly murder my guys in result of that, right? But yeah, everything seemed pretty mellow. Nothing too exciting yet, and... Oh yeah, he died. He died walking up to me, and he had quite a bit of movement. So, cultist there, somehow he's alive despite being flanked right at the moment. I'm just curious if there's anyone else I could shoot at. Nope. And who can I see here? Oh, the Fanatic. Well, that was easy. That was easier than I expected, and sadly, my chimeras are very limited in this mission due to the amount of obstructions in the way. And sadly, they don't have any reaction shots either. I am looking forward to killing my own friendly guardsmen. You can see him, but you can't shoot him. Nope, couldn't even shoot the fence that was in the way. That is fine. Let's just figure out where to go next. I'm trying to figure out who was this that died here. I'm trying to figure out where that shot came from. Since so much happened so fast. No, actually, you were the insurrectionists I killed. Part of me was wondering if there was actually a hostile unit there that killed him. No, we should be safe. Okay, this is what I was afraid of. He's got some kind of cutter. And I had to miss.
Reporting, sir.
There's very little we can do about him. We can only hope he shoots at the regular guardsmen instead. Because I believe that laser cutter is just going to murder me if I'm not careful. And I would like to shoot through the wall. Yep. Wasted 2 shots, sadly. I was really hoping maybe I could break through the wall and kind of get a flank maneuver in. Not gonna happen, alas. So you can take a shot there with Snapshot. I'm hoping you can actually take reaction shots with that turret. Because that would be ideal in case someone just pops up from out in the middle of nowhere. Otherwise, what's your chance to hit?
I see him.
34, not impressive. Especially since you kind of have to be pretty close before you even have a chance of reliably hitting. I don't know if the strength is the biggest factor for... Oh god, you have no ammo. I'm gonna have to check, see... Yeah, we do have ammo still, at least one more it looks like. So if for some reason you had to have the one that had nothing in stock, dang it. Oh well, at least we found it out now before I tried gambling, having you be my ace in the hole.
Reporting, sir.
And then otherwise, let's see. Get up on the high ground. It'll give us a good vantage point, although I worry these are explosives. Let's not get too carried away, shall we? Oh, and you took 4 shots to kill him. And thankfully he did not cause friendly fire. I could have easily seen that killing my heavy bolter. Just because of the awkward angling.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Alright, Melt-A-Gun, you're gonna have a hard time being useful here, I think. Actually, he might be good over here if he survives. If he gets close enough anyway. And then, where do I put the Kamashar in preparation? Wherever the biggest cluster of troops are, or at least ideally with my Stormtrooper. Because I think he's going to be the biggest power. He's going to be my powerhouse if I use him correctly. Oh, who do we see down here? Another cultist. Don't think I can shoot you. Really close to starting to hit you, but not quite there yet.
At your command.
So if you can get a little bit closer, that would be nice. And who are the other ones? We got Han Solo there, Han Solo there. Actually, you look more like a Luke than a Han Solo. Even though, your visuals on inspection are completely different than what I'm seeing now. And continue on with the Star Wars theming. You're just one of Palpatine's honor guard, aren't you? I forget what they're called. He's got the melee weapon for the occasion. That's kind of what I was afraid of. I was hoping to go after one of the other guardsmen. Just don't kill my guys, please. If you're gonna try and help. Like, you could have shot him. You didn't shoot him. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Good help is so hard to find these days, isn't it? Because this is just really awkward trying to fight him now. I can get my commissar to help in this regard, though, at least. Let's see. We could take an aim shot of 50%. That's not impressive. Not enough turn units. We'll see if we can fix this and hope it doesn't result in your death. So inspire him to greatness. Let's see, 60, so I could take 2 aim shots. Good. And, oh, these guys are going to be easy kills, aren't they? Just a question of who gets the honors of killing them. Because please tell me you can get a shot in. Decent. You got a hit, but it didn't kill him. Kill him! Thank you. Now time for the chimeras. At least we'll prepare a chimera shot in a moment. Guess I can have someone else take a shot. Ooh. Crouch. 53. Ah, missed. Not enough. And I would like you to shoot him. Ooh, 87. These are amazing odds. We just gotta make sure they die. Was that a hit? That was a hit, just not enough. Time for the Fanatic aim shot, cause good god, even the Fanatic got good aim. And sadly it missed, even with that. I was praising him a little bit too much, and the nerves just got to him. Which is kind of funny considering he's supposed to be a Fanatic. There. Now, what can we do about you? Nothing, sadly. Oh yeah, we do have this one who has the web gun. Who gets the honors of shooting? Because I'm interested to see what this last gun does. I think this might be too far. Ooh, he's just 2 spaces away from optimum range. I take that back. I don't expect it to kill him, honestly, because he does have full body armor. It is hitting the health, though. Okay, I'm proven wrong. Pretty efficient regardless, but I don't think... I think with the bolt guns, this is probably inferior, even if it is a unique artifact. Oh, I don't think we can save them. We tried to save a heretic before. With little luck there. Now, where is the last one? Oh, you can see him from way over there. Oh, it's because I turned with you. Anything else I want to do besides just arm up the Stormtrooper? And we're going to need some money to restock after this battle, because I'm going to be going through bulk and ammo pretty damn quickly. And let's see, you're dead. I don't know if there's anyone else around to worry about.
Yes, my lord. Take your ammo.
And just hang in the corner in case... Oh, well, that's amusing. I figured you could already see around that corner bar, right? Now, who's on our high ground, even though this is not really a necessary spot anymore? Oh, it could just keep going up, huh? Never flight of stairs, but I don't know where the hell it goes. If I'm honest. Where the hell would those flight of stairs even go? Because I'm seeing no platform. Either way, let's have them get closer. Oops, oh boy, 4 guardsmen here, or honor guards. Let's see, we're gonna have to get closer, but that won't be difficult. It's just how far they can move is what scares me. I don't know if they can rush me down really quick or not. So we're gonna keep them at arm's length and keep murdering. Do it again? 1%. Good opportunity to advance forward at least. How good can you get? You can get a lot better shot. You're just pretty slow. It's the only problem. This will be a nice, easy cleanup to say the least.
Reporting for duty, sir.
I just don't want to be so overconfident that we overlook something important here. Like, again, I'm worried. I'm suspecting there might be a Genestealer around. It wouldn't surprise me if we eventually encounter them. And God forbid if we encounter a Broodlord. Not this early. I'm hoping not. Ooh, Heavy Bolter, you get a chance to shine some more. Oh, the more you shoot, the more your recoil affects you. There's an interesting mechanic I wasn't privy to. Now, how do we
Reporting for duty,
finish
sir.
you off? I can't really get a good shot. But again, they are melee, so...
At your command.
Okay, take that back. Apparently there's a lictor around as well. Or that could be the Genestealer I'm thinking of. I don't want to find out yet, but I know it's somewhere over there. I just don't know how can we reveal it. This is where the motion scan would be useful, wouldn't it? Which is a good thing I'm researching it. Ooh, good shot. Not enough time. Not enough action points. So we're just gonna have to kill it the old-fashioned way, right? And don't know what we can do besides just try and shoot more cultists. More heretics. And the flamethrowers at the ready if something scary comes through. Or something tries to get close. But yeah, that one spew of acid confirms that there's something new out there, right? Unless that's something from the insurrectionists that I never got a chance to see due to how quickly they die. We're gonna know one way or the other, though.
I gotcha.
Just trying to figure out where to put everyone, though. Stay hidden for now. You reload the rocket, because apparently we're going to need it pretty soon.
I hear and I obey.
Now, what do I do with the Commissar?
Covering ground.
Because we don't know what's out there yet. I'm not inclined to have my guardsmen just walk right into battle just yet. Let's try and play this tactically. We don't have hundreds and hundreds of troops as the description of the Imperial Guard would have you believe. If I had so many guardsmen that I could just Zerg rush them, then maybe I might consider rushing out there recklessly. Otherwise, I think that's all. Let's just end the turn and see where they go next. Okay. Slowly making his way up, easy target. I don't know where the acid sprayer is though, that shot us. It's insurrectionist there. It was somewhere around here, so it could have been one of these two, but I'm inclined to think there's something else around.
Ready to serve.
We just haven't been seeing the shots during their turn, though. That's what leaves me a little uncertain.
Where is his will needed?
Let's see, advance forward for the melta gun, maybe?
Yes, sir.
Because you're having a hard time getting shots in, without a doubt. And did it even do anything? 2 hits, but not much else.
By the Emperor, it
And I'd really like to get the Commissar to join in on this. Can he actually take a good shot? Finally, the Commissar gets some of the glory. Since, of course, his true role is that of support, so it's kind of hard to justify using the Commissar as intended, which is to be the fearless frontline leader. Because he's been great for allowing me to essentially have 2 turns in a row when I have a really good power play to go on. Alright, who's next? Yeah, sadly you can't get a good shot. Can you? Who do you see? Cultist way over there, which does not help me.
reporting, sir.
Let's try our luck with you. 87? Good. I do have to be mindful about giving the rookies experience, but that can be tricky.
Yes, my lord.
Since I would have to memorize and have ways to distinguish who's who. Although that's not too difficult, I guess, because we can see their ranking, what rank they currently are. So maybe that's not as much of an issue as I make it sound. It'll pay off in the long run, just like with our modern day XComs. Trying to spread the XP in the case that we have a terrible mission encounter like we did before. Which thankfully was all recruits anyway, so not a big loss. Yeah, and you managed to get yourselves a couple of shots, so at least you're contributing. How the hell do we advance, though, when there's probably another unseen threat around? That's what I'm wondering. Because it looks like we got most of them besides whoever's on the south end. Take your shots. You can't, sadly, until we break some holes in the wall. Yep, can't do it. Ah well. I thought it was worth a try.
Pushing ahead.
Might be a bad idea to have you out in the open like this, since apparently you can't really go very far when you have that thing entrenched.
What is
Otherwise, Flamethrower still would love an opportunity to use you.
it? Right.
It's gonna take a while, because I'd rather not get in close range. That's the problem with these weapons. We see how easily that could just eradicate my entire force if we were to just try and play a close range centric type of strategy. It does not go well very quickly. So I think I'm going to leave it at that, continue to advance forward next turn. Here comes our guards, who immediately die. I suppose one way to help give all my rookies or lower skilled guardsmen some experience is to just have them in the heavy bolter turret, which probably would be a terrible idea unless they already got good accuracy,
Reporting, sir.
if I'm completely honest. Because just when I need it most, that's probably when I have the worst possible person in it.
Payback.
9%, so need to advance a little further.
At your command.
And no more acid spray, so I'm again wondering who shot that. I'm genuinely curious about that. Because someone did. And if we finish this battle without encountering a Genestealer or something, that might still be useful intel. The fact that the insurgenists, or at least these Genestealer cults, can actually shoot acid at me. I just couldn't tell you how much damage it does yet, and I'd rather not find out. Alright, everyone move up.
Shows loyalty. Where do you need me?
Oh, that's you. And you just got a knife, don't you? Oh, he has a shotgun. He's more threatening than I took him credit for. I do not want to chance that, but we need a good clear shot if we're actually going to hit him, though. Then we'll move the melt over, because I'm pretty certain we're clear on the right side. Just whoever's in the middle here and in this behind the warehouse. Need to concern ourselves with. Oh, yeah, you could be our fodder, you could scout for us. Good job. You lived, so that's the sign that it's clear, right? Although technically they would have moved first. And it's actually not possible to get through there, is it? Not unless I want to break a box. Which I don't think I'm going to do. Oh yeah, I forgot about you, so advance forward. And medic, you just put yourself in position because acid might be a factor here. Alright, you see him. Can we get a decent shot on him though? Probably not. How about you? Can you get a shot? Not quite. And where was the guy over here? I'm wondering where our shotgunner's at. I'm worried about advancing too much. In case he's nearby. And hopefully he'll be able to shoot through the friggin' cage. That's what I'm kind of hoping.
Pushing ahead.
Alright, advance forward. Who else can go? And who are you spying? Oh, just that guy there. Which we can't do nothing about. I just wondered where the hell our shotgunner's hiding. He's somewhere, I don't see him though. Alright, crouch. I think we're good here. Not gonna advance too much more. Okay, there he is. Can I get a good shot on him somehow? Without getting needlessly close. Well, there he goes walking to his death. He's going to see if the Genestealer's in need of aid, is he? Hopefully he shoots at him eventually, because so far they haven't really done much. And this looks clear here.
The Emperor protects.
We just need a good shot on him somehow. Which is going to be hard with the shotgunner. We can't even get a shot on him right now is a bit of the problem.
Protects.
Yeah, and the one we see is not the one that I want to kill either, dang it. Let's just hope this is not a mistake, because apparently I still can't see him.
Victory is
Somehow. The one who can see him is the one behind the cage fence. And of course he can't shoot him because the cage fence is in the way. Don't ask me how that works. I figured he could see through it. Although, I guess we could have just chainsawed our way through, right? We're not using this thing enough. Commissar, go forward to victory and glory. And then otherwise, advance forward. Oh, what, you see the one? Oh, you see him. Can't really shoot him though. So I'm not expecting... Yeah, he's just well entrenched and I don't know how to dislodge him. Unless I want to use a grenade. Because I'm getting close enough I should seriously consider a grenade. I just don't know if a frag's going to be enough to kill him.
Check your ammo.
Go, 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 go. Crouch, we'll leave it at that for now. So, he could shoot me, but I couldn't see or shoot him, damn it. Well, he did move probably too, is what most likely happened. And you can't get a good shot. And you still can't shoot him, god dang it. There. Now I feel better about that. If only slightly. Oh, let's not forget about you, although your accuracy is not very good. Where's my flamethrower? This is a good opportunity for it, but I don't think he'll be in reach.
We're here.
Accuracy A3. Okay, I didn't need the flamethrower. Unfortunately.
Pushing ahead.
And I don't want to just blindly fire it in victory celebration in case I light something on fire and it explodes. So is that all of them? Yes, it is. I lost one guardsman. I'm trying to remember the circumstance for that, honestly. I'm trying to remember, where did I lose a guardsman? Oh, it was from the laser cutter, that's what. Since he was in a very terrible spot for me. Lots of strengths. Ooh, +6 on war dust here, which I don't know what exactly we're utilizing, if I'm honest. And then a bunch of... Ooh, CPU cores and fuel. We get a bunch of cores here, interesting. I don't know if they're worth anything, but very interesting. Now, what do I want to sell? I don't think I need las guns anymore, at least their las guns. Or wait, I gotta be careful, those might be the ones I already bought. Maybe Weber, don't care for that. I don't recall a missile launcher on one of them, so I'm assuming that's mine. Get rid of the makeshift stuff. Get rid of the combat knives. What about the cores? 10,000. I don't know if I can use them for anything or not, but just in case. Strange woman. I wonder what that's about there. Oh well, it's a little bit of cash, it's not much though. Died in service. You were pretty much a rookie anyway. Now worry. Our chimeras are gonna get shot. But they're safe. And now I just gotta... Let's see, actually, do I need to rearm? How are we doing on bolt gun ammo? We have 6, so we're definitely going to need to buy more. I'm going to go through these pretty often. These are like the first weapon where I very much am, or very likely I'm going to go through multiple clips. Or per mission, perhaps. Disposable crack launcher. Interesting. I'm just curious what that's about, if I can get specifics. Disposable one-shot recoilless rocket launcher, which was originally requested by the Adeptus. Interesting. Don't know if I need it, because I like having multiple uses with one person using the rocket launcher. It's just a question if I wanted to change the missile launcher though, because apparently we have a medium missile launcher. The pricey 100,000. Standard's 110. Damage seems similar. I guess I'm just trying to figure out what it offers me. And sadly, not much we could do about these crafts. We learned a very hard lesson here. Fortress Prime. Oh, with that said, I should get new soldiers over here. As you can see, we're a bit limping. And I'm wondering if instead I just actually... I don't really have the money for many. How many guardsmen could I realistically get? 10 and that's it. Let's get the 8. Try and slowly stock them back up. And sadly, not much we could do about these fighters. Or actually, can we? Just with Valkyries, which I don't know if I want to do due to how important it might be to send them on missions. When does the Thunderbolt? Ooh, speaking of which, here's an opportunity for that. I'd rather send Chimera 2 can't do it. It's a bit of a problem. Actually, before I go, let's just see if Thunderbolt's all equipped. Because the last thing I need is to not have enough ammo for them. I got 15, and that is enough at least. Trying to figure out what the light bolter belt's supposed to be for, since that unlocks with these bolters. I'm a little unsure. Otherwise, how are we looking? We got grenades. I would love to use that Stalker bolt gun at some point, but we need more strengths on our characters first for that. One of these days we'll get to play with the fancy stuff. And we have a heavy bolter here, which I don't think we care about that, honestly. Or the drop transport. Melta gun, we have a flamethrower, right? Okay, we have a flamer just in case. Melta ammo. Where it says we're gonna be. I'm just trying to make sure we have enough guns. Actually, I can actually find out, honestly, by having everyone already check through their inventory. So grenade launcher, you're good there. Actually, you can equip the second belt, can you? Yep, you can equip the second drum now. I think before you couldn't, so that you are moving up in the world. So last gun there. Let's see, Grenadier, I guess is your plan due to your poor range accuracy, but you have really good throwing accuracy. Never mind the fact your strength is terrible. Oh, the crack grenade's heavier than smoke grenade. There's something I didn't notice. Lucy's pattern gun. Yeah, you're firing 49, so you're probably not worth it. 54, not worth it. You're good. 60 with the Melta, 51, 64. Phillips is here. And 69, I think I give you the upgrade version. Or at least the long barrel. You were saying you also have the Melta bomb. Let's keep that in mind. What is your throwing accuracy with that said? It's decent. Gotta be mindful that I have that option. Because since it's a fighter craft, I expect it to go very easy. I just don't think I'll be able to reach in time. Ooh, 67 for you. Let's get you in our scope. How much heavier is that? 14, 17. Yeah, it is a bit heavier. Yeah, let's actually keep this because hopefully that'll encourage you gaining more strength if I'm lucky. Otherwise, I think we're set. Yeah, we look set here. Alright, send the dropship over. Oh, that's the wrong one, dang it. I was all excited for nothing. In theory, this works even better because this is kind of a green crew after all. Just gotta make sure they're equipped properly. Let's see. We got 12 bolt guns, 24 las guns, so we're definitely set there. Probably pays to leave some stuff here, but we don't really have reserve guardsmen at the moment to kind of justify it. And how about armor? We got 2 medics. We got the great coat. Okay, we do have reserves. We just need to keep in mind that they're there and have excess equipment ready. I'm pretty certain this Valkyrie's not going to reach him in time. There's all our bolter mags. Ooh, are we actually gonna get it? Nope. Ah, well, I tried. Just head back there. You were hopefully gonna board a very small. This is the same one as earlier, is it? I don't know if I want you to just go flying in there. We don't have the thunderbolts already, but they're getting close. And we're gonna have to repair our lightning. Let me send the Valkyrie over. It's very small, so it's likely a doom scythe, or not a doom scythe, but some kind of fighter. He's on intercept course, that's fine. He's actually moving slower than us too. So it was deliberately scanning for something. And sadly, if it gets shot down, we won't have a wreck, will we? Target destroyed. Yeah, sadly nothing there. Very light damage though, so I'm hoping that is very little time. 1 day, 22 hours. Not terrible. We're just gonna have to start saving up money for our next Thunderbolt, though. Not enough missiles for the drop transport. Yeah. I'm probably not even gonna use the drop transport for fighting, but let's at least arm it just in case. Crack missiles. We have enough to arm it, at least. And it'll be just in time for the end of the month, almost. Living quarters is done, but I don't think we're gonna have money for more adepts yet. Yeah, there's 60,000 each. Meltagun's finally done, though. Now, I'm curious. 8x8, 10x10, so we're very easily looking at what? 22, 20... yeah, 25% boost in damage there. On top of any other traits, which is really hard to check here, is it? Aim shot range, max range 20. Oh. Okay, so you have no aim shot, it looks like. But what is the max range, though? Why is there inconsistency here? Either way, 20 range is quite an improvement. And shotgun behavior. 100% armor damage, and apparently it does extra damage to health. Which so far has been a little underwhelming for me. Unless it's a different type of ammo. Yeah, light melt ammo, that might explain it, and even then. Positive modifiers. Ooh, craft las cannon. I think this is what we need next. Hey, what happened to the motion sensors? Did that also finish? I'm pretty certain I was researching that. Yeah, I'm really tempted to research all this stuff, but if we could start arming our Thunderbolts with las cannons, that might help a lot with dealing with the bigger crafts. And in turn, if we could shoot them down, that also means easier dropships, or easier ground missions as a result. If I'm lucky. And how much is this gonna cost? 100,000 per unit, so can't afford that. And 5,000 per ammo. And okay, it's just not gonna tell me when I run out of money. We'll just go with 4 for now. Motion scanner. Okay, so that finished at the same time. This might be very important due to what happened in our last mission. Being able to hopefully tell how many are inside a ship might actually be useful. It might not help in a lot of other regards, unless the mod fixed up or made it a lot more convenient to use. So I'll have to read the codex on this later. Defense corridor. So new structure there, interestingly. But that's available. How much is that going to cost, though? I would love to have 1 or 2 per mission, especially when we are invading a hostile ship there. Oh wait, it just straight gives us a melt-a-gun? It just straight gave us a melt-a-gun. This I want to see. Although we don't have the ammo, to be fair. Well, we have the melted charge, actually. I just want to make sure. Light melt ammo, yeah. Trying to remember, what's the harmonic melt ammo, though? Because, yeah, again, there's a little inconsistency here, because I don't recall this being compatible. But I might as well equip it just in case, if I can use it. There's our standard issue melt-a-gun. I am excited. Now, who was our previous melt-a-gunner? You're about to get an upgrade. In all honesty, I think I want to give it to Phillips there. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. But you have plenty of strength to wield it, too. There you are. And you can actually utilize it. Good. Let's hope you do not disappoint. Okay, so you have different type of melta ammo altogether. I'm excited. A nice little upgrade. We just need to figure out how to make the most out of these. Because again, it feels like my experience with the melta gun has been a bit underwhelming, honestly. Trying to shoot at stormtroopers. That last mission there where it seemed like we got every single hit on an insurgenist and that didn't kill him. There's a little to be left, yeah. It's kind of left to be desired a little bit there. Feel like I could expect more. So missiles are there. And it looks like we're going to the end of the month. Now, what can I sell to help with funds that I don't really need? We got 2 Medicaid armor. We have the Sentinel, which I haven't used yet. It's worth using anyway. I just don't know how to make the most of it because it's supposed to be a scout fit. It's a scouting tool after all, not really meant as a proper fire base, but considering our current situation, it's probably warranted. Chaos sacrifices. You are giving me a good amount of credits. I just don't know what the hell you are. It's a bit of a problem. Are you a corpse? Are you something else? What the hell are you? And I think we could start selling some of these light melt ammo, actually, since I won't need them as much. Chaos shotgun, don't need that. Don't care about the shotgun shells. Don't care about the stubbers. So there's another way to get a bit of money. Until we research it, I find out it's actually useful in some form. Auto gun, let's see. Heavy stubber belt. Oh, that's for stuff. I want to keep that for the heavy stubber. The regular heavy stubber, because I know the Lucius one is different. Chaos pistol, we don't need them. I'm going to assume. And what else can I sell? We are making a little bit of money here to help in preparation for the next month. Yeah, there I have melted charges there. So can I use these? That's why I'm curious, because I think once I find my melted gun I'll know, I guess, although it's currently on my Valkyrie, so I don't think I can sell it as a result of that. Yeah, I don't need that for the Weber. Graviton rounds. Eventually I'll probably want a Graviton. These are for the grenade launcher, I'm pretty certain. Which again really confuses me a little bit there. What else? Missiles. Chaos missile launcher, get rid of that. This is good that we broke 100k at least. Chain axe, don't want it. Light grenades, don't want them. And we got plenty of promethium and animatium. I honestly wonder if it's too much, but until we unlock the research, I have no way to know. Cultist Maniac, get rid of them. Squats, let's see. Battle Servitor. A lot of stuff to get rid of here. And Light Bolter, oh yeah. These are my bolt guns I don't want to get rid of. Ideally. Dark Disciple, civilian corpses. Oh, these are the defense force. We're just selling their corpses. Poor guys. I kind of secretly want them to die now so I can get money off them. As horrible a thing as that is. And who knows what the strange woman is. There's a mystery. Otherwise, we already got a melted gun. Yeah, melted charge, so I'm assuming those are ones I can utilize then. Anything else I want? Well, I want motion scanners, so let's at least get 2 of them. And we'll have that handy for when we breach vessels. Ideally the big ones. I don't know if I'll need them in other contexts, if I'm honest. But how's research coming? Average, so we might get the las cannon. So this is going to be the big predicament. How am I going to spend my cash for next month? If that's going to be unlocked soon. Let's see, they're happy with us. We got more funds. And we spent 5 million on maintenance. But we have 2.5 million, which is good for me. Ooh, what is this? Long time service awarded. Let me look at the codex again, what this is about. If I can find it. Instead of requiring specific ranks and talents in the form of statistics, certain soldiers can be promoted once they attain specific combinations. So guardsmen can become a veteran guardsman. Now, how do I do that? Okay, there it is. Who have served in 10 missions and for 3 months may be honored by this award. Any penance? Okay. So we can get some veterans now. I just don't know how exactly that's going to work. Okay, I hope that didn't mess up there. Claim honor. Nope, that's not it. I don't know where the hell to find that unless it needs to be research still. And honestly, I don't remember who exactly was the 2 that got the long-term service. Kind of hard to figure out where they're at. Because can I even tell where my stormtrooper is in this mess? Probably not. Only way I could find out is with their armor, apparently. Advanced carapace armor. It looks like Nepia has managed to recover from their wounds, so they're back in action. But yeah, I have no way to know who is the candidates now. I'm gonna have to take another look at that later on. But that was a bit of a reprieve. Time to get ourselves another Thunderbolt. An upgrade from the Lightning. And hopefully just in time for some las cannons. Okay, so who would be the ideal recruitment here? They're all corporals, guardsmen. I think I take these guys out again. Try and get them more training. I'm just trying to make sure of their ranks. Yep, you should be good. Do you have a full crew though? And then I'll just equip everyone with las guns, even though that's going to take a lot of time to just switch around. Because I don't think the type of weapon matters. Alright, head over to the firing range. And just equipped everyone with las guns. Ideally. That'd be a lot simpler not to, honestly. It looks like most of them have las guns anyway, but once they get their training, that won't be an issue anymore. Let's just not give them the flamethrower. That sounds like a terrible idea. Alright, so this is pretty simple then. I just don't know how's the best way to do this. If there's even a factor I need to be mindful of. And of course, crouching is a terrible idea. Alright, just shoot. Hit what you can, although I think snapshot's better, isn't it? Just actually hit them for experience, I think. And we'll see what happens there. And of course, it has to somehow be nighttime in this facility too. Don't ask me how that happened. So you just get out of the way. Take your shots. Ideally hit, if you could please. Good, next up is the sergeant. Show these rookies how it's done. Not too bad, I guess. It's acceptable. And no, let's not do the aim shot. Next up, Sindonia. Sindonia is up, let's see, 2 out of 3. Not bad there. And up, Macarinia. Let's see how you do if you're 42%. 2 out of 3. Impressive enough, but of course that's at point blank range. They're kind of cheating a little bit, let's be honest. Is that 3 out of 3? Apparently there was 5 shots. Hard to say if that was accurate, but I think it was 2 out of 3. So far, a pretty consistent theme. Ooh, 3. Perfect run there. You're a natural there. Which one was you? Florininia. Florininia. However you pronounce that, hopefully I did it right. Okay, 2 out of 3. So far the norm. Next up, Eleusium. How do you do? Another 2 out of 3. Very nice. Aurelia, you're up next with 35. Can you pull off the 2 out of 3? Nope. You are a complete whiff. Go see your nearest commissar for summary execution. And Asinius, you are the last stop. 30%? 2? Okay, you are on par. Everyone got promotions, and more bravery, apparently. They're more confident at shooting at holograms. Now, what's the biggest number? Accuracy boosted significantly here. +7, +7, 6, 6. +10 strength here, wow. And apparently we picked up a power cell somewhere. Oh no, not enough to fully re-equip. Okay, never mind. Now I really want this research to finish. Oh yeah, well, let's get some more depths. Now that I have living quarters. We have room for 40 more. And how much slots? 15. Here goes all my money in a moment. Pretty damn close, it feels like. Alright, there goes half our funds. We're gonna have to save the rest for the last cans and then just troops. Medium craft. We're gonna have to send both thunderbolts for this just to help minimize damage. And if they, they're gonna sandwich this. Nice and simple. Just don't end up in the water, please. Engage. You got permission to eradicate the heretics. Enemy crash lands. Perfect. Now it's time for a dropship. We have everyone already equipped because we did check suit at before. And of course, well, saving isn't so much a factor here because we're just doing a dropship after all. The position of the chimeras isn't a big deal. We're just gonna have to figure out how to deal with the larger vessels. Which ideally means shooting them down.
Zeal and Fury to control the operation site. Force command.
Alright, Seal and Fury. Everyone should already be equipped. We are good to go, I'm hoping. Now, gotta man the guns. Uh-oh, there's a lot of Corn followers down here. Ooh, even worse, Slanesh followers. And for some reason I can't see over here. I'm worried about rotating the gun too much because I actually want to see where the rest are. Who are you? Oh. Slanesh devotee. Well, I know where I'm firing my rocket then. This is going to be a lot more dangerous. Double kill, I like it. Good start there. Where's the rest? I want to deal with the ones on top of the vessel. Which probably means we're going to damage the vessel as a result. Okay. Well, that was a long death animation or audio cue. I'm kind of inclined letting him live because hopefully I could just kill him with my troopers. Oh boy, there's 6 of them. And apparently I can't see over there. Oh god. You are terrifying. I don't want to know what these weaponry is. 20%. I don't want to waste too many shots though. Trying to hit you. You got a bolt gun, strip, bolt gun. Yeah, they're bringing heavy weaponry now. It actually missed. I don't know how the splash damage did though, but it actually missed. Okay, we can actually see what our adversaries are. Bolt pistol there. 0% chance to hit, that's annoying. Now, where the hell is the one I shot at? Can I shoot you? Not in the slightest. Oh, that was probably the one I was shooting at before. And they're all on the vessel, which is going to make it very difficult to kill them. Alright, I guess we're going to kill you. We did what damage we can. Hopefully that's enough. I don't know how we're going to deal with them on top of the vessel, though. That's a bit of the problem. And you got a heavy bolter, too, which... hopefully you don't have the strength of a space marine. Nope, I don't know who that was just a moment ago. You seemed a little bit different than the others. Alright, everyone jump on down. We got some work to do, and it might be a lot tougher than I thought it would be. Alright, so start by rotating and seeing what the bad news is. Okay, you just got a bolt gun. That doesn't mean much yet, though. Because how the hell do we advance when we know there's a handful of them over there? I was feeling optimistic for this mission, but apparently that's not justified. Slash Devotee, you have fancy armor. It must be the commander. Definitely have better armor, though. Now, how the hell are we going to advance without dying immediately?
Covering ground.
Because who has the rocket launcher?
What is it?
That might be a good way to start. I don't see anyone with a rocket launcher, that was the problem. I thought I had someone. I guess that's not the case. All we can really do is get into cover and hope we can get an opportunity to fight back. Because I worry those bolt guns are really effective at what they do. Which means I'm not going to get much of an opportunity to kill them as I would like. Sadly, you cannot crouch. We need some down on south. Nurse Slaneshi Devotee, and you got the scary gun. Yeah, that's the noise cannon, isn't it? Or whatever, noise blaster, I forget what the dang thing's called. I do not want to deal with that.
Hostile.
We just cannot deal with it yet.
Heading out.
Oh yeah, we don't have our stormtrooper in this mission too. That's another thing to note. He was in... yeah, that was our wounded one due to the Genestealer attack. And we have mostly Lucius las guns here, not good quality stuff. Which could cause a little bit of problems. I figured we had more bolt guns. Okay, you got the pistol. We want to hurt you before you hurt us, ideally. It's normally how it works. Apparently they don't live very long, considering 2 las cannon shots is basically what killed her. So I'm feeling a little more optimistic now. It's just finding the cover I would like to push forward. I don't think I want you here because that's not really good cover, but you don't really have anywhere else that's ideal.
Check your ammo.
We'll know how the next few turns play out. Since I'm pretty certain these hills don't provide the best to cover. But we do have at least some skilled guardsmen here. Somewhat skilled anyway. Just need to get their accuracy up and get more of the bolt guns, I guess. That would have been pretty useful. Or that will help a lot. Where do I put you, Philip? That was the problem. Well, since there's the breach point, we're having you go down, I guess. And we did kill a handful of them already. I think we got 5. No, I think we actually got 6, thanks to double kill. So it's a good enough start. It does beg the question if I get more value out of my chimeras or not. And you with the melt-a-gun. I'm really hoping for good things from you. Although, from what I noticed, you can't do an aim shot. Just a regular snapshot. At 40% no less, so that doesn't help that much. Alright, run away, I'm fine with that. If I can be more effective at range than you guys, that should help a lot. But I don't want that sound cannon anywhere near me. There's the commander. Oh, she's also got psychic abilities. So she needs to die quickly before she causes mind control issues. Because for those of you who did not play the original XCom, the very first opponent you fight basically mind controls your troops. Just to give you an example how terrifying the aliens truly are at the very beginning. Sadly, we have no good sniper shot scopes, especially since we're outside optimum range. And I don't want to advance too much more because you do have a plasma gun. You got more power than us right now. And probably better accuracy. Ah, dang it. Not what I want. Can you just shoot the trees for me? I don't know if that did much, but let's hope. Hope it helps. Hit the armor.
Ready for action.
82%. Hit, but not through the armor. 2 hits. Still going. Now I'm trying to figure out who was hit with the psychic attack. I'm just trying to see if that purple bar went down any for the morale. That's what I'm trying to figure out anyway. It's hard to see. Hard to know. Now, can you get a good shot? Probably not. You hit her. Oh yeah, we have a hair tech here too. Ooh, with a las cannon. Nice direct hit. Can you do it again? Decent damage, but can we finish it up? That helps a lot. I am really thankful. I'm really enjoying these long-range weaponry. It makes so much life so much easier until I can get some proper armor to get in close. Which is, I don't think we're gonna get for a while because I imagine that's gonna have heavy requirements for at least power armor. Maybe carapace armor I can get eventually, which will help a ton. But I'm kind of going into this blind. I don't know the prerequisites besides the straightforward one, and even then I think the las cannons normally gain more offensive weaponry tends to help more than armor anyway, especially if we can get proper sniper weaponry. That's what I really want, just a way to fight them at range, so I can help minimize the risk and randomness that these fights could entail. Otherwise, we did kill the heretic. I don't know, what are you armed with? Oh, you're bleeding, so you're gonna die soon. Just gotta be careful of the bolt gunner, and whatever the hell she's capable of. This might be a mistake. Optimum range. And the last thing I need is for you to destroy your own cover. So don't do that, please. 38. And no luck there. Inspiring is possible, but I want to keep the Commissar around in case mind control or inspiration is required here, if that's going to be a factor. So I'm fine keeping Phillips there for the time being. And then again, it's just figuring out how to make the most of this melt-a-gun. You do apparently have a range of 20. We'll have to see how the optimum firing is. No recoil. So you can get max chance to hit right there, about half distance, which seems pretty close to appropriate. It should help making you useful though, due to strict range requirements. I'm worried about him shooting though. And what does the commander do? We didn't do any actual health damage, sadly, so it's not like we can shake her resolve. But nothing happened, which is a lot of the reason why I like fighting at range, especially with this game. AI is not all that smart. Sadly no hits there. And it's not even worth trying to shoot yet. One shot kill, I'll take it. Just gotta be careful of friendly fire. Was that? No, didn't breach the armor. She's got pretty good armor, that's for sure, but how can we deal with her? Yeah, I think it's time for you to head southward. Prepare next turn for a nice shot. I'm hoping, at least. Can't crouch, so you're vulnerable. You are bleeding. We have grenades. Which begs the question if we even need to use the grenades. Because can we get a good shot on him? A relatively good shot. We just gotta make sure we can do an aim shot. .32 exactly, so you can only go here.
Heading out.
And it helped a bit. Not enough, sadly. Gotta be careful, I am exposing myself now. And I don't want to expose myself to Slanesh followers of all people. Because you know they're gonna take full advantage of that. But we gotta press on forward somehow. Nope. Just don't reserve. I just wanted to try for that one shot before I did grenades. Nope, sadly that was a miss. Yeah, probably firing from way too far. I was hoping that the accuracy was lying to me a bit, considering how well we hit the hair tech. Oh yeah, you're in a medic, so you just stay back.
Ready to serve.
Stay back and heal as needed. And what do we do down here? Are we done? We do have some shots and people in the way.
Time for some payback.
Which scares me a bit. So I think it's better just to move up. And I think you still have enough actions for an aim shot. So that actually works out nicely. We got you a better shot. Okay, finally breached the armor. We're making progress. And you can get aim shot too, but you'll be stuck standing. That didn't get that went through. That still hit the armor, and sadly you cannot inspire. That would take too much of your action points. Alright, you guys hang back in reserve just in case. We'll deal with them pretty soon if they can advance forward. Let's see what happens. And you're bleeding, so I'm hoping you don't do much. Oh, who was shooting that gun? That was a bolt gun. I hope it didn't hit anyone. Oh, you're right away. Oh god, there's two of them. Oh, who's bleeding?
We're here. The
Okay, so the bolt gun actually did hit us then, and somehow we survived. That's a miracle in of itself, if I'm honest. Two missed shots.
following orders.
That is unfortunate. Alright, go patch him up. And yeah, just be good with that for now.
What is it?
And you still have some grenades. Is it worth firing? Probably not. Not unless I let you closer,
Let them have
which I'm already risking enough with two of my guys on top of the slope. Okay, good. Paid off eventually. Now you can start circling around for dealing with the sister. But now there's two of these bastards. And you're the one I wounded, but I can't hit you. Not enough turn units, sadly. Hit there. I would like to go after you. Actually, I should be trying to do that. And now there's two of them. I don't know what their psychic abilities are. 0. Two hits and it amounted to nothing. Now the firefight begins here. We are getting hits on him, but not enough to get through the armor yet. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna waste a snapshot there. I just don't got a good opportunity to hit him. Nope, nothing there. I wonder, is there a way to change the music? Because this is a pretty short loop after all. Alright, so doesn't look like there is that I could see at a glance. Unless I reload, that might be the exception. Which I'm considering tempting due to how short this music is. Let's see. I am wondering if it's a good idea to try and use this ship as a shield to advance forward. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, because we are slowly wearing them down at this distance. I think I'm fine weighing it out a bit. We just gotta get some more hits in. And make sure we don't run out of ammo in the process. Alright, get down. And let's see what happens. These two lieutenants are going to be a pain in the ass, though, because I don't know what exactly they're doing yet. With their psychic abilities, that is. Alright, can we take some more shots here? Because they moved a little bit closer. Barely noticeable closer. But I'm still want to shoot her. But I think accuracy might be key. Especially when we got 2 hits there. Yep, it burns through ammo fast though because of these power shots, so gotta be careful. And I'm nowhere near close enough for a Melta shot, am I? Not the Melta shot I would like, though. So I think maybe you're the one I'll have try and get to the vessel and circle around it ideally. Because this is too much of a no man's land for you.
Target identified.
72. Still didn't get through the armor yet. And you had to rotate, so you can't get your shot. Your second shot anyway. Finally starting to get through the armor there. Still a little bit of work. Okay, another hit. We are wearing them down. Like I said, I am slowly winning this firefight just because they're not shooting back. And I'm kind of fine with that, considering how easily they would massacre me if I got in close. I don't quite have the people I need to get aggressive on them. Or at least the equipment to justify it. Get down. Get your Lucia's gun ready. Nah. Best odds I could realistically ask for, and didn't get much. Now, how far can you go? One more.
Heading out.
You are standing, though, is a bit of the problem. Ah, line of fire, dang it. Well, that makes my turn easy then. Just get down there and hide. And then we'll have you. We'll seriously consider using you two to hug the ship, see if we can push forward early or not. Although, I'm still not completely convinced the Meltagun's gonna do what I want of it. That's a bit of the problem. It needs to kind of melt them to justify its aggressive play. And I don't think it's gonna happen. But they are wounded, their armor's going down, and they're running away as a result of that. Can I advance forward? Is it worth shooting at you? We can advance forward slightly. I would like to keep cover though, if it even helps at all with fighting these guys. And sadly, your accuracy is no good at this range. .32. Got a hit, good. Can we get one more?
Hostile.
Okay, good. Very good. We're slowly but surely getting this done. There's sadly no cover in this no man land though. I would like to push up, but I don't feel like I can. Because who knows what dictates when the AI fights back. That is not at all terrifying, considering how clumped up I am. So let's deal for now. Nah. Not happening there, let's reload. Can you get one more shot? Sadly no. Yep, so I don't want to clump up like this is what I'm rapidly learning.
Engaging.
Alright. Hide, get to cover, because that's probably going to be warranted. Someone's probably going to die here in a moment if they decide to shoot back. And otherwise, melt the gun, move on forward. We'll see if we can get you somewhere useful. Actually, I want to commissar with you just in case. That Inspire is going to be important. If you fail to kill the first time. And who's alive over here? Oh, you actually can see her, okay. And we are almost completely clear to start pushing up. Almost. We know the other two are around somewhere. And more sister cultists. And I don't know who that was that just roamed through there. If that was the commander or not. Okay, who's wounded? Because I heard no deaths.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Okay, that's good. You are almost dead.
Let them have it.
I want to fire another grenade for good measure. Good riddance. You are out of my hair.
Action.
And that leaves one more that was down here, I think.
Heading out.
Well, there's the commander, the bleeding one. In theory, I could just leave him, just not even do anything, and they'll just die out naturally through the bleed. But who knows how long that'll take. But if you die, that's fine. I would be content with that. And with that said, we can start advancing forward a little bit. I hate this idea, because I don't know where exactly I could put you. Because if anyone chooses to come out and shoot you, they can do it easily. And who actually sees this cultist? Or heretic? It's sadly no man's land. Not really a good idea to push through there. Good. Problem solved. I need to get more of those. I seriously should just equip everyone with it, no questions asked. It's making my life so much more easier to just be able to outlast them through a game of attrition at long range. And it doesn't really... And ammo hopefully should not be a question, if I'm lucky. I just gotta seriously equip myself. Ah, I forgot this motion sensor too, didn't I? That's something I should have done in preparation for this. This would be a good use for it too. To kind of pinpoint how many enemies are in the ship still. Just a question on how easy it would be to read that.
I'm departing now.
Alright, end of turn. Alright, slow and steady.
What is it?
We are slowly grinding them out. Oh. That looks like a regular lasgun, I'm hoping. Well, we're not gonna know now. He's out of commission.
Covering ground.
And I choose not to know. Okay, we have grenades, which are not going to be all that effective inside the vessel. Especially since I want to salvage it. As much as I can of it. But we're ready to start pushing up. Just honest question. Yeah, I have to be careful to climb up here. I could fairly easily get shot at. So I gotta get you to the door where it's ideally safest for you. And then it's just a problem figuring out what are we gonna do when there's a million of them that just appears. Oh god, another one for noise cannon, or whatever, a sonic cannon or whatever it's called. I'm assuming it's a sonic cannon anyway. Hopefully the smoke helps me here. You see him as well. And not really a good chance to hit. We'll get a little bit closer.
I gotcha.
Use the smoke to your advantage. We can only hope. And sadly you're not in smoke. I think that's a bit of a problem. Actually, do we have smoke grenades? I have been neglecting them quite a bit. Since it is still a question if it actually helps. Who has smoke grenades? Bill does. Okay, this is ideal. Just requires swapping equipment around though, which is not as ideal. Prime grenade. Not going to be able to throw it though is a bit of the problem. So prime it for next turn.
Ready for action.
And hope no one dies in the meantime. Okay, you can move up. I want to make sure you can shoot something though. That's probably worth it. Reaction fires, I should not underestimate the value of a good reaction shot. And otherwise you should be good. Medic Grenadier, you move on up. And then we'll have our other guardsmen push up.
Check your ammo.
How many do I think is left? We know there's the 2 commander units. We have Hugh there. There's at least 4. You have a bolt gun. There's 4 or 5 at least that we know of. And that might be all there is, too. Oh, they left the door open for us. That's not an invitation I like. Can we get the shot, though? Line of sight, boo. 32. Can we get that shot here? Which one can we hit? 40, 55. I missed. I should have crouched with you. That might help a tiny
Ready
bit.
for action. Covering ground.
Alright, let's try this again.
Engaging.
72, 82, can't hit. Ah, I love these things. They are working out so damn well. Especially with a proper sniper too. Now I'm worried about engaging. I want to get my melta gun in a good spot, but this is pretty damn awkward. Okay, apparently we can't even get on the vessel, from what I'm seeing. We just have to go all the way around, which I guess is a little bit of reassurance. Also, gotta remember, you're primed. So, get that going, and everyone else can advance. I hope. I want to see what this melta gun could do. Don't disappoint me. And we still have, remember, one of those commanders is bleeding. So hopefully they're dead by this point. If I can be so lucky. Move forward, we got a bunch of these bolt guns I want to use. And I can't wait when I can upgrade to the proper bolt guns. Although I don't think I have the strength to use them is a bit of a problem.
Covering ground.
Alright, advance. Let's get ourselves ready to breach the vessel. And of course don't want the grenade launcher here, but
Following orders.
the grenade launcher did a good job at least. I am happy with the performance so far. Let's just hope the smoke does something. Alright, so we got visual, if only very brief. Okay, there's our bleeding commander, so you're still alive. I would love to kill you. Oh wait. There's our other commander right there. So one bleeded out, the other one's getting close to dying. Although, how much action points? 23 to use you. Let's just hope you have a good reaction shot. Because yeah, the Commissar is not going to be able to do anything here for you. This is not really cover. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, he's alive. We're gonna have to kill him again.
Time for some payback.
Did we hit him? No, we didn't. And we need to reload. Hope they both need to reload. Things getting awkward now there.
Say again?
We can reload at least. Just gonna take some time. But we're just about done anyway. Hopefully everyone else can clean up if I can be so lucky. Yep, he still has the noise cannon, whatever the heck that thing is.
We're here. Take your ammo.
You could take a shot, not much of one though. We still have no idea what your psychic ability was you were using on us. Hopefully it's not something I need to be too concerned with. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait till next turn for that shot, if you stay there. Yep, I saw that coming. Figured you would do absolute crap. I'm not really surprised, honestly. And now we gotta figure out what we can do here. Because I gotta get the medic over there quickly. And this is a lot of the reason why I stay at long range. Because it bugs out the AI because they're superior in almost every other way. And sadly, no luck there. And even after all those shots, I couldn't get a reaction. So I'm assuming that was like some kind of full auto that they did on me. Oh, he's bleeding again. So at least he's out. Now, how the hell did we deal with you with that said? I don't have the turn units, do I? Nope. We just gotta hope no one dies then. Yeah, trying to get the close range weapons to work is just too difficult apparently. Because I could not get the reaction shot I was hoping for. Hopefully we could still kill this bastard though. At the very least. Due to the amount of damage we did before. Although, how many are you going to kill before we actually get an opportunity to kill you?
I am ever vigilant.
Yep, everyone's pretty much going to die now, is it? Because I'm only going to get one swipe with the chainsword. I don't expect this to go. So this is where I consider autosave. What turn is it? Turn 10, which I don't even know what turn we're on currently. I'm gonna chance it, and then we'll use the autosave if it doesn't kill her. Oh, a bolt pistol? Nah. We'll do a stupid thing. Yep. It couldn't kill you anyway, and it was a miss anyway. Ah well. Yeah, this is before we commit. Yeah, sadly we have to fall back a bit there. So we're just again, like my justification for playing more the longer range route. We are just not gonna play their game. We're just gonna stay outside their optimum range and just murder them. Ideally. Although, I don't think I'm gonna get my kills this time, though. Don't think I'll be that lucky. And you cannot shoot them at all. Now you could. Got a hit, run away. Now again, it's a question, what the hell do I do with the melt-a-gun now? Since I can't position myself in a way I actually can kill them, can I? And we have the smoke grenade. At least we know it's relatively safe over here.
I gotcha.
Yeah, because really, the problem is I need the armor to justify getting in close. Because otherwise the rapid fire weaponry is just gonna murder like my entire squad if they can get away with it. So that's going to be a problem. Just stick with the long range fighting because it's been working out flawlessly. Trying to change it, trying to force the close range engagements, just doesn't work. Or at least hasn't been working, but eventually I'm going to have no choice getting into, since I need to go inside the vessel. Can we kill you? No, we cannot.
Ready to serve.
And we'll see, actually get someone to go grab extra spare ammo for him, if possible. And we'll see how badly this goes. I wonder, can he actually shoot someone from through that window, I wonder? Okay, there was someone else on the high ground, or did you just walk up there? Alright, good shots here. Can we kill you? Almost.
Hostile.
Oh, there's our missed shot, sadly. It's an alternate history where we're failing all our shots at the moment. And sadly, I'm about to run our last can shots here too. Up there's the other commander too. And sadly, we have no proper way to engage him, do we? Oh yeah, because I didn't move Philip forward. There's a bit of the problem. How the hell do we engage you? Because now you're just gonna walk in there and murder me, aren't you? Up there's one cultist. You're probably gonna die now. Well, this is opportunity for everyone else. Oh wait, who can you shoot? No, hit the rear armor. But at least you're hitting. Ah, that was a miss. We'll get her killed eventually. At some point. Just gotta keep her out of arm's reach. Is really all I can do. And we'll just have these guys go get rearmed. Because I know I have extra ammo, it's just a question if it's in the guns or not. Bolt pistol. There you are. Not enough time units, that's fine. Let's see how badly this goes. Well, you panicking helps. Now they're suddenly getting very aggressive, which is kind of interesting. I wonder what's prompting that. Didn't do much there. Sadly not getting through the armor yet. Finally. Finally the commander's down. But yeah, all of a sudden they decide to get really aggressive on me. And you panic, so in theory you're not a threat if I could keep killing your comrades. Well, that's not all terrifying. 36. No ammunition. Okay, so here are the equation. Can one of these brave soldiers actually kill our target? Because it worked well before. This is not the alternate universe where they're all immune or immortal, right? They're all possessed by demons. Okay. So hopefully that'll prompt our demon here to stay panicked. Can I actually shoot you from here? It probably was not worth it because that first shot probably got blocked. I would love to try to melt a gun. I still feel like it's a mistake due to how much problems it gives me. And it's so far underwhelming because I missed completely. Probably should have used the calmer sharp for that. Because if you don't die now, someone's without out is gonna get killed.
Right.
I'm wondering how we can pull that off. You still have ammo, you can cover us a little bit. And you need 30 turn units. So that should be the best I can get you. Alright, next clip. Okay, the rocket launcher was on the dropship. I just didn't equip anyone with it. Okay. That makes more sense. Now I'm curious, where's my other guardsman that had the bolt gun? Oh, there he is. I was worried he died or something because I was trying to look for him. Let's get you rearmed. It might not be needed anymore, but
What is it?
hopefully you can have the strength to carry multiple clips so we don't have this awkward situation anymore.
Ready for action.
Yep, these guys just continue advancing, get ready to enter the vessel. But I think that's our last target that we have to kill. He's gone berserk. Yep, he is the last one. Hopefully he didn't hit anyone. Alright, as much as I hate to do it, attempt number 2 with this friggin' thing. Will it work? Yay! We got a kill with it. And the first 3 shots did absolutely nothing. I am underwhelmed. I expect him to die immediately once he got hit. Enemies taken alive, we got 1. It could have been the commander, hard to really say. Old artifacts seized, we got ceramic plates, warp drive, adamantium components, 5 plasma reactors, a shrine. Yeah, I had to reload it there, but of course, I am convinced that just staying the long range and fighting that way is the best route to go. It's just a very slow and not very exciting mission to watch is the only problem. But if I get too aggressive, then everyone's just gonna die very quickly. But at least that's victory there. Now let me buy some more ammo there. Because I think we're going all bolt guns at this point, because that range is just too essential. Just gotta watch my funds. Because I do want to get the las cannons. Ooh! More veterans. I don't think they arrived yet, though. There's the bolt guns. 3 more veterans. You are happily welcomed in the crew. And they're at the bottom, right? What are their traits? Although, I'll take a look after the stream because I'm pretty much about to finish off here. I'm just eager to see what the next event is. There's our adepts. Finish up research with the last can, then we'll try spraying out on multiple other things. Thunderbolt 3. Good. I don't think I have anything to equip you yet, though. Ooh, we have crab bolters and plasma missiles. Okay, I take that back. Okay, we need more bolter rounds. Okay, I can fix that. Hello there, Ratch. Yeah, I enjoy this mod. It can be really hard to watch, though, if I'm completely honest. At least it feels like it for me, especially playing as Imperial Guardsmen, where the most successful strategy for me is to just play a long game of attrition, just fighting them at max range. Because the AI seems to bug out when it can't actually hit me reliably. So it's been working to my advantage with very little casualties. I need a pilot. Who is gonna have the honors of piloting this thing? Because honestly, who's the best equipped? Oh, add a pilot. There we go. Oh, never mind. I need to figure out how skilled these people are. Ooh, what actual stats would I want for a pilot? Can I get Marines? You can start off as Space Marines, and I believe I can unlock Carapace armor and was it the power armor eventually, as well as Terminator armor, all that. I just don't know the prerequisites because I imagine I would need a lot of strength. Because yeah, you can actually play as several different factions. You could be the Sisters of Battle, you could be Space Marines, you could be the actual Arbites, however you pronounce it, the security force, and of course the guardsmen here. And there are other factions. I can't remember them all off the top of my head though. Now, again, I'm trying to figure out who would be my pilot because I honestly don't know. Ooh, we got some really high-ranked people now. Who would be the best qualified? So let me just pick someone in that case. And we'll see if it's a good choice or not. So ideally someone who's got experience already. So Pyle, let's see. -1. Yeah, you apparently are not a very good pilot. What's the mod name? Let's see, can we actually see it here? I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head because I'm actually using two different mods. I am using the Rose Sigma mod, which I think included the Sisters of Battle and added additional stuff to the Imperial Guard. I can't remember off the top of my head. And then it's just the regular 40k mod. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. I'm just wondering if it shows somewhere. And apparently you could get the Grey Knights and the Death Watch, but I think that's like a later unlock. Requires manual promotion for the Death Watch and for Grey Knights. So that's how you get them, I think. Yeah, Arbites, that's one faction. Imperial Guard, Sisters of Battle, Primaris, which requires promotions, I guess, there. Oh, these are different strategies, okay. So you could choose a strategy with the Space Marines and you get a starting kit based on which one you pick. I'm just trying to remember what the mod is specifically called, but I think it's just regular 40k mod for Open XCom. Thunderbolt 3. You are small, so this is just a fighter. A frigate of some sort, maybe. So I hope you're up for a task. Ah, you're not even armed. So just take your shots then. One more shot. Okay. Alright, disengage. Took a lot more damage than necessary because I thought your ammo was rearmed. Alright, time for a second Thunderbolt. Sadly you're in the water, I can't... Yeah, it's just, I won't be able to land and secure the vessel if it dies here. Actually, let me disengage and then re-pursue in a moment. Wait until it goes over land, I think. So that way maybe I can land it or fight it. I don't. It's not possible anymore. Let me just kill it for a score. Because I'm gonna burn a lot of fuel if I keep flying after it. Yep, it's surviving. Okay, it did land, but we took a lot of damage in the process. And from what I learned last time, that might be a bad thing. Because I'm not going to have them available for when the other crafts start showing up. 7 days and 4 days, dang it. Especially now that there's more of them coming. Thunderbolt 2, engage. I need more aircrafts, but it's kind of hard with how tight money is right now. Oh, we found a vehicle. I'd rather take that out. Actually, that's probably what the dropship's gonna do. Get the dropship after that. Let's make sure it's equipped properly. Because, yeah, we have 2 wounded. So, get Constantinia back on. And in Nepia, we get our Stormtrooper back on. Now, let's equip everyone properly. Get some more bolt guns. Because I've been enjoying that immensely, and hopefully we can make use of the Stalker pattern bolt gun. That would be really nice. What is the recoil on this thing again? 40. Does anyone here have strength of 40 at the very least? And have decent accuracy to boot. 35 is the highest we see. Of course, it's Commissar Philip. I guess I should not be surprised. 37. It'll actually allow the Commissar to be useful when support's not really necessary. So I will do it. I just gotta actually put it on the ship now. Where is the Stalker pattern bolt gun? And then, now the big problem, where are the bolt rounds for this thing? Unless it's the Kraken rounds. Yeah, it looks like I only have Kraken rounds for it. Which we do have 2 clips for. Metal Storm Frag clip. Oh, you can also use the Metal Storm Frag clip, okay. I'm gonna have to learn what these things do in preparation, but yeah. Where are you, Commissar? Where are you, Philip? You got yourself a new weapon. It is excessively heavy. So much so is I kinda don't want to have you carry the chain gun. But it's a very minor penalty, you should be good. I just imagine using a Stalker pattern bolt gun with one hand, that would be absurd. But you are good. We'll equip everyone in preparation, but let's get the dropship going. See if we can take a bolt out if I'm so lucky. Oh, you're coming to engage me. Oh, 2 enemy ground vehicles. We'll have to fight both of them, I guess. Kill it. Well, that was easy. Alright, select new target, engage the ground vehicles. We may be doing back-to-back missions here. Getting closer. It's a slow process for some reason. It's got good anti-air weaponry. I hope we did enough damage to it to justify that, because all my Thunderbolts are now basically out of commission. And where's Chimera 2? That's in Garrison Beta. Is Valkyrie 1 ready? Can I actually go over there and finish the job off? It's equipped. It's as ready as it's gonna be, I think. Let's just hope. And crew is good. Alright, get the other Valkyrie in there, try and finish it off. We got the dropship coming in, hopefully they are up for a task. Oh crap. I did not see you. We should be able to take you out though. But yeah, all my vehicles are going to be out of commission, it seems like. Alright, let's at least get this job done. So at least kids say I did a good job for this wave. It's already heavily damaged, it should be just about about ready to kill, right? Okay, good. That's one down, and I have... No, we're not going to land yet. Here's what I have in mind. Gang up on the other vessel. Considering the amount of damage we just took there. Alright. Get everyone in. Hope this is not a mistake. Because it's a repair time that's going to be required. Alright. And I'm just going to leave it at that for now. We have ourselves multiple missions to do this session. And I'm not entirely certain which Valkyrie I'm going to use to drop down on that. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. We are so... Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Oh, wrong base. We are soon going to get our lascans unlocked. That should make a big difference here for my air power. Good thing I saved before canceling that. Jeez, that would have been embarrassing. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you next time.